Welcome, everyone. It's a pleasure to see you all. And we today are here to cover the mobile application. Atera mobile application is developed to complement your web application, and we will today cover some of the use cases, some of the things you can do with a mobile app, and and we will answer all your open questions, anything that will be and might be useful for you. And you are more than welcome to submit your questions to the Q&A section and to the chat. We will be happy to respond to them live. Okay. Okay. Let me quickly share my screen and start the presentation. Okay. Oh, guys, let me know if you can see my screen by just tapping plus on your devices, and we'll begin. The presentation will take us somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll try to make as much as possible. Okay, yeah, Robin, welcome. Um, okay, great. So if one can see it, everyone can, probably. Okay, a little bit of housekeeping before we begin, a little bit of intro. So today you are accompanied by me and Rebecca, and we will be showcasing you the Atera app, what it can do, how it can complement your day-to-day work, what use cases it is good for, and what you can achieve with the application. Um, Before we begin, you're more than welcome to visit our webinar page where you can see all the webinars we have already collected over the course of the time. And they are dedicated to network discovery patching, all kinds and sorts of Atera components. And you can watch the recorded versions of them. And you're more than welcome to sign up for the future sessions. We have the Keeping It Real format where you ask us questions. We have dedicated sessions to RMM components, to PSA components of Atera, and everything in between. We also have the collab sessions with our partners, and we do this every other week. Check out our schedule, and you are more than welcome to join them. Okay, agenda for today. So Atera up in a nutshell. So what it can do, what can be also done in collaboration with the desktop application. We will obviously demonstrate you a couple of use cases, how you can do this. And we will also demonstrate you a couple of unique things which are present only in a mobile application. Um, and on top of it, we would love to answer your questions. Okay, let me jump to the application itself. And to do this, I'm gonna share the screen of my mobile device. Okay, so Atera mobile application is available for Apple devices. It's available for Android. And as you can see, for today's demonstration, I have downloaded Atera app, which supports the 2FA, which adds an extra layer of security to the application. It also supports the remoting into the devices straight from your iPhone or iPad using the Splashdot application. And without further ado, let's jump into the application. And before we start working on something, let's go through the menu items and what it has to offer at the moment. Obviously, it's not the end of the application, and our teams will be working on more components to come as the demand occurs. Okay, what you can set up here in the application. So first of all, and it's very important, and you will understand a bit later why, um, how you can utilize notifications in the advanced way, what type of notifications you can receive. I mean, the critical alerts, whether you should receive them or not. Warnings, usually most of my customers, and maybe Rebecca, you can confirm that most of your customers also ignore warnings. And because Otherwise, you get a bit overflooded with notifications. Nobody likes that. Um, Very important type of notification is the assigned ticket updated and the new ticket created. So basically, Atera covers alerts component of Atera and ticketing. It's also available in three languages at the moment, which is English, French, and German. And also, you can, right from the application screen, you can submit a feature request, which will lead you to the Atera user voice platform, where we encourage you to submit anything that your heart desires in terms of your new ideas, maybe something that it's missing. And if it gets enough upvotes, and if it gets noticed either way, but sometimes it can bypass the whole queue of the development if it creates thunder in the community and everybody starts to vote for in this specific ask. Okay, let's go to from left to right. At the very bottom, you will see the alert section of Atera. As you can see, you have critical and warning type of updates. You can also, before jumping into the alert itself, you can see a quick preview what's the nature of the alert in both, and you can also see what is the device affected. And if you click on the three dots, you can resolve or snooze if you want to be reminded of this or that specific alert, which is, in my opinion, pretty cool. If you click on a device name, you will be able to see um, the general attributes of this or that device. You will see if it's available, what's the work group, and you know the rest. So site or customer, it depends on whether you have the ITD or the MSP version of the product. Folder, if any, because if you have a more complex structure rather than just the site or just the customer, it's the way to go. And also you can see which users are connected to this specific agent. And you can see the pink button, which is dimmed at the moment. It's not highlighted. It's because the device is offline, and this is why you cannot remote into this specific device. However, from the device page, you can see all the alerts filtered by a specific device. You can see what type of software does this device have. In our case, it's the Microsoft Windows 11, what's the version build, and what's the Office version. You can see some quick hardware report. Very important to see the CPU, the RAM, everything, and some networking information and what's the disks. Here you can see what's the drive volume, what's the media type. Sometimes it can be um, useful in terms of, I don't know, possible upgrades probably. So it depends on how you want to actually use it. Okay, moving on from there, you can see the ticket section of Atera. And here you will see all the ticket feed across the board. So it has a bit slicker design than the regular Atari UI. However, you can access any of the ticket, and you will immediately see what's happening. You can see the conversation, you can see the details, you can see the ticket attributes. You can um, modify them on the fly. If you have custom fields, they will be present here. You can start the timer if you started to work on the ticket. You can stop it at any given time, and you will see who submitted the ticket, to which site does this user belong to, and you will see all the tickets raised by this person. And today I was testing the mobile application myself. This is why you can see a lot of consecutive tickets that I was giving a test to. Okay. Also, you can see the list of sites. It's the second item on the left. You can check out the sites. If you filled in the information, you can see the main contact phone, all the devices which are relevant, their device type, and you can go straight to the device from here, which concludes the circle. You can also see that sites or customer specific tickets from here. You can also see the users the password which has site or customer specific, and basically this is what you can do from this screen. But let's imagine a real situation that a customer is submitting a ticket. Okay, and to do the and let's imagine that he submits the ticket, and let's imagine that he submits a ticket which mentions that his internet is slow. And for this, he is using the Atera agent um, on his laptop. Okay, so the ticket has been submitted, and I got something cool to show you. And if you happen to have WatchOS, Apple Watch, or Android Watch, it will also reflect the notification right here, and I'm showing it to you live as we speak. Sorry. So this is how it looks like. So it's more than enough on the fly. Um, and whenever the ticket gets submitted, you get a real-time update that the internet slow issue I just submitted. And from the ticket, you can see that I have a request from the customer that says my internet is slow, and I can click on the agent. And as you can see, the connect button starts to shine bright pink. So after you have this splash top for mobile on your device, it makes it even more useful, and we will see what the customer sees, and we'll be connecting to the user device in a second. Um, okay, let me rotate my phone so you can see everything in the landscape. So we're using Splashtop to access the user's device, and I'm touching the screen of my phone to touch the start menu. I have a keyboard on the side, and I can start typing. Uh, and I basically can, depending on how customer sees this, I can also check even what tickets he has from the perspective of the customer or service portal, depending on the type of the license you have. I can also check what are his open tickets, like it was him checking them. And as you can see, this is how the user would see it. Um, what makes it very useful? It's like imagine you have fixed some of the issues, you helped your customer, and let's imagine you went to his site, and let's disconnect for a second and get back to the mobile application view. Let's go back to Atera. And let's imagine this ticket was successfully resolved. But before resolving this, we need to confirm that the user is happy with what has been provided to him or her. And here you will see one of the unique features that is not present on the web app, which is user signature, which is number 3 item on the menu. And here you will be presented with a, um, oh, sorry for my handwriting. It's pretty bad. I think I'm 5 years old, but yeah, it's what I have. However, if you hit save, uh, this PNG item gets added and can be used further down the line in your Atera UI as a proof that the ticket was actually accepted and it was successfully resolved, hopefully. And you can stop the timer, and this will conclude your work on the ticket. So, yeah, as you probably may noticed, the possibilities and capabilities of the Atera app, they are more designed to accompany your web app, and they're designed to help you on the go with certain quick, the here and now needs, like remoting into a device, resolving a ticket, and probably adding some information to the ticket so you can actually work on them. We can access yet another ticket, and as you can see, You can add the time entries and add the description to the time entry. So basically all the information that might be needed in the field. And especially, mm, it might come in handy if your technicians are using the tablets to go to the customer sites. So this is something to consider. It also will affect all the attributes here as I described previously. And let me switch off my screen sharing of my mobile device for a second and um, go back to the Atera UI. So if we go to the tickets, you will see all the same things that you have just seen here. Let me even update the page just in case if the signature has not been updated. Yeah, so as you can see, we have the signature which was submitted as a PNG file. One of the previous ones, I just did it right before the webinar. We will, the ability to preview is considered. Now you can download it. And if you actually need to review the signature of the customer, you can easily doing it and you can easily do it. And that way you can confirm that the customer has already um, been informed and confirmed that the customer that the ticket has been resolved. So to create a good synergy between the mobile application and your web app, you can use the Copilot capabilities, which are AI-powered features of ours, and you can actually work on the ticket combined on the web app and the mobile application. It gives you the ability to summarize the person's ticket. Um, by the way, don't forget to use the user voice and tell us if this type of additional augmentation to your superpowers, which you have as IT people, is needed on mobile, which might give you an extra power and extra time saving to understand what's happening with the user's device. And as you can see, it's pretty fast. Identifies pretty well what the issue is. You can upvote for what AI does and give it more context for the future use cases. And on top of this, one of the AI features that you can also use after you finish working on a ticket, and let's imagine it was an exhausting ticket which took you weeks to resolve, and you probably don't want to reinvent the wheel each and every time. You can click on Generate Article, and it will lead you to the KB editor. And based on the content of the ticket, so as you can see, if it was uh, too small, it will be not present here. However, let's jump onto something more meaningful. Yeah, you can see there is a conversation here. It might be enough for the AI to actually add more to your knowledge base, the internal one, which can be used by your users. Yeah, so how to reboot your computer. So AI analyzed the ticket and created a KB so you don't have to. It even gave this KB a name. So this is something that you can do with Atera mobile application in conjunction with web app. Same goes out to the alerts, but again, web app right now has more powers. However, we give you all the possibilities to tell us what you are missing in a mobile app, and we would love to hear more from you in regards to questions that we would love to answer together with Rebecca.
Team, I'm not seeing any questions yet. Are you?
Not at the moment, guys. You can, if you don't see somehow the Q&A section, you can still use the chat to submit us questions, and you're more than welcome to.
Also, we're happy to hear any feature requests or anything like that. Of course, you can submit them through user voice, but we'd love if you shared it here as well, and we can also submit it on your behalf. Okay, so we have a question from Renee. If I start a Splashtop remote support via app, can I switch to desktop controller? Team, are you familiar with
Yeah.
that behavior?
Um, so if you started from the mobile application, you're basically using the RMM, splashed up RMM to do this, and you have the functionality to provide it. But let us do this live on the demo. Okay, let's switch back to the mobile application. I will be happy to do it. So let's go to the AI training agent, connect to a device, and let's see which controls do we have here. I think a picture is worth 1,000 words in this case. Let's wait a bit. Okay, let's flip it horizontally. So all the controls that are available here. So you can see which screen you're viewing. Um, you can see what extra keys you have in play, some settings. But what I don't see here is the ability to switch to the desktop mode. Is if this is what you're talking about. So probably the best way to tackle this will be to switch to the web app and remote to device from this, because it probably is a splashed up limitation. However, yeah. So as you can see, yeah, these are all the settings which affect the overall quality of how the splashtop works and interacts with the device. But yeah, this is some things which are most likely limited from the splashtop side.
Amazing. Keep the questions coming, guys.
Yeah. We would love to hear in the chat your ideas about the mobile app, because this is something that is for us. We some customers of ours, they use it, they find it crazy useful. One of our colleagues' customer had a very cool story that it saved him on his son concerts uh, at a Christmas party, and he was able to do this from the while sitting in the audience, and all it took him to resolve a ticket was just his iPhone. So it's pretty cool, and yeah, it's really great that it gives you such possibilities so you don't have to have a laptop. Guys, any more questions?
I was going to say, I'm just going to post the article, which gives you the QR code if you don't have the mobile app yet, so you could install it, test it out, share your feedback with us. So yeah, I just posted it in the chat.
I would love to share it on the screen. Maybe you can use your mobile phones right away.
Good idea.
By the way, guys, for those of you who haven't visited the Atera Help Center for a while, we've refreshed a lot of articles, including the Atera's mobile app, and we encourage you to visit it. Make sure you use the correct version of the article, which is dedicated to your version of the product. Use this QR code with your mobile phone to get the application right now. It's free and included into your subscription, and it will basically describe the things you can do here, which we went through together. And yeah, this will give you a good understanding what you can have while having the Atera mobile app.
Yeah, there are also several other articles in the knowledge base that kind of go through the functionalities a bit more, like Dima was explaining before, the ticketing section, the notifications, all of that. All of that is just searchable in the knowledge base if you just type out mobile. This is kind of just like the general article, which shows you how to install the app, log in, log out, all of that basic functionality. So it doesn't seem like we have any more questions, Dima. Maybe it's a good time to end the session.
Yeah, sure. So if there are no more questions, we would love to thank everyone. This recording will be shortly available on our website, so you can revisit this later. We thank everyone from joining around the globe um, for attending this session. We hope it was useful and you learned something new. And you're more than welcome on our webinars down the line, which happen every other, it's usually it's Tuesdays. It depends on the time zone and the type of the event, but you can check our website to actually have uh, a, a deeper understanding on each and every component of Atera. We try to keep it transparent, accessible, and this is how we build the application overall. And this is all for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day, evening, morning, wherever you are. Bye bye.